Get ready for another wild ride through Reddit. Today we're exploring our /UnethicalLifeProtips with 5 absolutely incredible stories. These posts had everyone talking, and I know you're going to love them. Hit like if you're excited. This story is titled ULPT, Paper Due at 11:59? Crash Your Professor's Computer, posted by u/then proposal 7907. ULPT, Paper Due at 11:59? Right-click any saved Word document, click Open with Notepad, type a bunch of random crap. And it'll cause Word to crash when opening it. Did this about half a dozen times in college, and it always worked, believe it or not. Most professors will assume it was something wrong with Canvas. Just make sure you edit the file name to reflect the actual assignment. Steps: 1. Right-click a Word document. 2. Click Open with 3. Select Notepad. It will look like a mess of random characters. 4. Type in random shit or just delete stuff. 5. Save it with whatever file name you want as a Microsoft Word doc. 6. Open it, and make sure it crashes. Boom, you just got yourself another day. This story is titled ULPT Request, Keeping Drones Off Your Property, posted by u/jglazers. This story is equally incredible. I live in a very rural area in the southern US. Almost every night around dark, a literal team of drones, 3 to 7, start scouting the surrounding area, doing loops. And oftentimes pass over my property, close to my house. It's about 19 acres. It's super annoying because there is a lot of land out here, so avoiding private property is easy. I've heard that drone hunting is probably what's going on, but they're not going to be able to hunt on our land or the nearby areas, so I don't know what the point is. We don't even know who owns the drones to ask them to stop or avoid our property. And there are no laws preventing them from flying wherever they want. Anyone have any tips? This story is titled ULPT, I have access to Instagram account of a company I worked for, posted by u/Natherheat8026. Moving on to our next incredible story. This company really fooled me over, and I still have access to their Instagram account. I haven't worked there for over a year. What could I do? Should I randomly delete their posts one by one? Should I delete all followers? Looking forward for your tips plus tips for security. Should I install a VPN on my phone? This story is titled ULPT Request, How to Keep a Douche from Getting a Visa to the USA, posted by u/Kylawan. This next story will blow your mind. A couple years ago I dated a girl. It was casual, we ended on good terms, everything seemed great. Then, she met a guy who's an Indonesian citizen and fell in love. Fine, whatever. Right now they're both in Indonesia. She sent me a message saying she's coming back in a few weeks. And we should meet for a drink. Again, fine, cool. Then, last night I got a ton of messages from this guy, including video messages, of him threatening me. He wants to peruse mutual combat with me. I live in a mutual combat state because he doesn't like me. This guy has never met me and only knows I exist because of her. I have saved several of the threats of violence he has sent me. How can I use them to make sure he doesn't get into the USA? I'm not really scared or anything. I'm sure the guy is all talk. But I want to have a sort of last word here. What do? This story is titled ULPT Get This Man Out of My Grandma's House, posted by u/Mongo7mit. And now for our final story of today. All names have been changed to keep privacy. Grandma, 84, had a massive house to herself. Her husband died about 10 years ago. She can hardly go upstairs anymore. She was renting the entire upstairs to her grandson, Mike, who moved out 3 years ago. Mike went no contact for personal reasons. Mike's mom, Grandma's firstborn, Mary, moves in with husband, Dave. Dave has been out of work for 4 years. Refuses to apply anymore. Mary works 60 hours a week at a fast food sandwich place. Dave made some extra money helping Grandma around the house at the beginning. Dave won't do anything for free anymore. Grandma, understandably, refuses to pay him for taking the trash out and bringing packages inside. Mary is hardly home anymore. As far as I know, Dave's sole income is donating blood plasma. Mary also does this. Dave took over the basement. Grandma can't use the stairs. But Dave has put up tarps to separate the basement into different rooms for himself. Dave collects bugs, so there are various rooms with different lighting and whatnot. Dave has been getting more and more angry with Grandma. Mary confides in her sister, Melissa, who lives within 5 minutes. Melissa and Pete are my parents. We live in between my parents and my grandma's house. We are all aware of Dave's anger issues. Dave is lazy, entitled, and becoming increasingly angry. He refuses to see a therapist. Grandma won't kick out Mary. Mary is so stressed that it is starting to disable her. Melissa and Pete despise Dave, but want the best for Mary. Pete begrudgingly stays out of it, but Melissa visits Mary and their mom almost daily. Melissa tells us everything. We are not sure if Mary's other son, Mark, is aware of the situation that Dave is causing at home. Mark and his wife have a toddler. Mary is very involved, Dave not so much. My wife and I also have a toddler nearly the same age. A few times a week, Grandma's house is the hangout spot for Mary, Melissa, Mark's kid, and my kid. Dave is also there, being unemployed, playing with his dozens of bugs. We are uneasy with our kid being near Dave. If he is getting increasingly angry towards our elderly grandma. We are not going to tell Melissa to stop taking our kid over for play dates. Mary is inheriting the house after Grandma passes, which hopefully is still another decade away. She can't do stairs, but otherwise she's great. Dave, unfortunately, comes with Mary. We wouldn't be surprised if Dave wanted to be homeowner sooner. He has already taken over 70% of the house. How do we give Grandma some peace of mind? How do we prevent Mary from becoming ill with stress? How do we force Dave to get his life together or leave? Should we be informing Mark? What an incredible collection of stories we had today. Reddit never ceases to amaze me. Like and subscribe for more Reddit story compilations. Until next time, take care.